Welcome to another episode of Extreme Expat Stories in Thailand. Hey there, I'm one of your regular subscribers. Been watching your channel since you started. Always thinking, that'll never happen to me. Well, guess what? It did. And it was worse than anything I've seen on your channel. I'm writing this at 2 a.m. from a tin roof internet cafe in North Pattaya. Can't sleep. Can't stop shaking. My deportation hearing is in 5 days and I got nothing left to fight it with. 18 months ago, I was living the dream. Now, I'm about to be thrown out of Thailand with nothing but the clothes on my back and debts that'll follow me home. This is how paradise became hell. And it's happening right now. March 2023. Fresh off the plane. I landed in Thailand with 15,000 pounds and stars in my eyes. 26 years old, fresh graduate from Brighton. Ready to live the life I'd dreamed about watching YouTube expat channels. Pattaya looked like everything I'd imagined. Endless beaches, 8-pound beers, a studio apartment for just 10,000 baht per month. That's only 250 quid. The teaching job came easy too. 30,000 baht monthly for barely working at a local language school. I was making decent money, living cheap, and having the time of my life. The daily routine was pure paradise. Morning, teach a few English classes to Thai kids. Afternoon, Jom Tien Beach, swimming in crystal clear water. Evening, walking street with other expats, chang beers for 70 baht. Late night, soy 6 bars where everyone knew my name. The locals called me Kun Farang friend. I was the golden boy. Visa runs to Laos every few months. 90-day reports at immigration like clockwork. I thought I had it all figured out. I remember one night walking down soy 6 at 1 a.m. Drinks in both hands. Music pumping, neon lights everywhere. A Thai lady shouted, "Farang, hey!" and waved a shot of Mekong at me. I raised my Leo beer and grinned back. Life was sabai, easy and chill. The warning signs were there from day one. I was just too drunk on success to see them. February 2024, the setup begins. That's when I met Vincent Chen, a smooth-talking Thai-Chinese guy in his 30s. Designer clothes, gold Rolex, always drove a pristine white BMW, claimed to work in import-export, had this infectious confidence that made you want to be his friend. We met at a bar on Beach Road. He bought me drinks all night. Spoke perfect English with just a hint of accent that made him sound exotic and successful. Always carried a small jade Buddha for luck. "You're smart, Jimmy," he said that first night. "Most Farangs here just drink and waste money. But you can make real money in Thailand." Vincent became my drinking buddy. We'd hit soy wakao together. He'd buy mu ping from the street vendors. 50 baht for grilled pork skewers. His laugh was contagious, made everything seem like an adventure. Then came the pitch that destroyed my life. "Jimmy, my friend," Vincent said over expensive whiskey at a fancy restaurant on Beach Road. "I want to show you real business. We export premium fish to Taiwan. High-end restaurants pay crazy money for Pattaya sea bass." He painted this incredible picture. Taiwanese businessmen desperate for quality fish. Huge profit margins nobody talks about. Government connections that made everything smooth. A chance to make more in 6 months than teaching for 2 years. The math looked incredible on paper. Vincent showed me photos on his phone. Massive fish farms, stacks of cash, official-looking documents with Thai government stamps. My family has been in this business for 20 years, he said. We just need foreign investment to expand. Thai law, you know. Need Falang partner for export licenses. I believed every fucking word. At our second meeting, Vincent brought 3 other guys. Older Thai businessman who spoke excellent English. 2 younger guys in expensive suits who nodded along to everything. We met in a private room at a 5-star hotel. Under soft lighting with imported beer, I felt like I was in a real business meeting, not some sketchy backroom deal. This felt legitimate. The hook was set deep. March 2024, emptying my life savings. Vincent needed 200,000 baht to get started, about 5,000 UK pounds. My entire savings plus some. Just initial investment, he explained. We get licenses, buy first batch of breeding fish, set up export contracts. 6 months, we double the money, maybe triple. I hesitated for about 2 seconds. Then I thought about my friends back home, working dead-end jobs, living with their parents, complaining about money. Here I was, being offered a chance to become wealthy in paradise. I scraped together every baht I could find, emptied my UK savings account, pawned my guitar and laptop, borrowed 50,000 baht from another expat friend, even sold my motorbike. Walking into Bangkok Bank with a fat envelope of cash, I felt powerful. I wasn't just an English teacher anymore. I was an investor, a businessman. Red flag number 1. All paperwork went under Vincent's girlfriend's Thai ID. Foreigners can't own businesses directly, he explained. This is normal. Thai nominee structure, very common. Red flag number 2. Everything was cash transactions. No proper contracts. Just handshakes and promises. Red flag number 3. The office was basically a rented room in a commercial building with a safe and some filing cabinets. But I ignored every warning. My ego was through the roof. I was going to be rich. 2 weeks later, Vincent drove me to see the operation. Small pond in Naklua with an official Thai license hanging on the wall. We went at night. Said it was better for the fish. I saw hundreds of tiny silver fish swimming around. It looked real. Felt real. Vincent knew all the technical terms. Talked about water temperature and feeding schedules like an expert. Next month, we scale up, he said, pointing to empty concrete ponds. This is where your investment goes. We fill these with premium breeding stock. Then came the second ask. 150,000 baht for breeding stock. Premium fish from Malaysia, Vincent explained. These are special genetics. One breeding pair costs 50,000 baht, but they produce thousands of babies. This is where we make the big money. I didn't have 150,000 baht left, so I did something incredibly stupid. I took a cash advance on 3 credit cards, 20% interest. Didn't matter. I was going to be rich in 6 months. Total invested 350,000 baht, nearly 9,000 pounds. More money than I'd ever had in my life. All gone in 2 months. May of 2024. First warning signs. Things started getting weird around month 3. Vincent became harder to reach. Used to text back immediately. Now he'd disappear for days. When we did meet, he seemed nervous, kept looking over his shoulder. The fish farm visits stopped. Too much government inspection right now, he said. Better we stay away for a few weeks. Then the bank account problems started. Our business account at Bangkok Bank got flagged for suspicious activity. Large cash deposits without proper documentation. The bank wanted to know where the money came from. Just temporary problem, Vincent assured me. My accountant will fix everything. But the account stayed frozen. Our 350,000 baht just sitting there, untouchable. Early morning in June, loud knocking on my condo door. 2 officials with badges and clipboards. Department of Fisheries, they announced in broken English. We need to ask questions about your business. They sat me down in my own living room and grilled me for 2 hours. What fish species are you breeding? Where is your aquaculture license? Who approved your export permits? Why is your name on these documents? I tried explaining that Vincent handled all the paperwork, that everything was under his girlfriend's name, but they kept showing me official forms with my signature, documents I'd signed without reading properly. This is serious violation, the older official said. Foreign investment in aquaculture requires special permits. You don't have permits. First financial blow. 50,000 baht fine paid on the spot. They gave me 30 days to correct the situation or face criminal charges. Vincent vanished completely after that visit. During all this chaos, I forgot about my visa reporting deadline. Just 3 days late. But immigration doesn't care about excuses. 2,000 baht overstay fine. Plus mandatory reporting every week instead of every 90 days because I was now flagged for business violations. The immigration officer looked at me like I was already a criminal. You have legal problems? Yes? Be very careful, Mr. Jimmy. Running total lost. 402,000 baht and counting. The locals who used to greet me warmly suddenly looked away when I walked past. The Bangkok Bank staff who knew me by name suddenly couldn't speak English. Word travels fast in the expat community. I was becoming toxic. June, July 2024, when coping becomes addiction. This is when the drinking really started. At first, it was just to help me sleep. 1 shot of Mekong before bed to quiet the anxiety about the money, about Vincent disappearing, about those government officials who might come back. But 1 shot become 3 shots. 3 shots become half a bottle. Half a bottle become, well, you get the picture. The bar girls on Soy Bakau started calling me Nai Mao, Mr. Drunk. Used to be a joke. Now it was just accurate. I'd wake up at noon with crushing hangovers, skip my teaching classes, spend afternoons at Jomtien Beach drinking Chang beer and feeling sorry for myself. Evenings were for hotter stuff at the bars. Vincent will call, I kept telling myself. This is just temporary. The business is real. The fish are real. He just needs time to fix the permits. But deep down, I knew I was fucked. The gambling phase. When you're desperate and drunk, bad ideas seem like good ideas. There's an underground casino behind Soy Bakau. Just 2 Thai neon signs marking the entrance. I'd heard other expats mention it before, but I never paid any attention. Now, with my world falling apart, I convinced myself I could gamble my way out of trouble. Started small, a few thousand baht on card games, lost consistently, but told myself it was just bad luck. Then I discovered the back room where they played for serious money. One night, I walked in with 80,000 baht in cash, my last savings from the UK, money I'd kept as emergency funds. 4 hours later, I walked out with empty pockets. The Thai guys running the games were polite, but firm. Maybe you come back when you have more money, Mr. Jimmy. We always here. I had officially hit rock bottom, or so I thought. August 10th, 2024. Walking street disaster. It was a Saturday night, humid and sticky even after sunset. I was on Walking Street with Marcus, a South African expat who still talked to me despite my reputation. We were walking outside, Insomnia nightclub, music pumping, neon lights reflecting off puddles from an earlier rain. I was working on my 4th vodka Red Bull when my phone buzzed. Text from Vincent. Emergency. Meet me now. Very important. First contact in 6 weeks. My heart started pounding. I called immediately. His voice was different. Nervous. Rushed. Jimmy, listen carefully. I'm at the old office on 3rd Road. You need to come now. Bring any money you have. We can still fix this. Fix what? Vincent, where the hell have you been? No time to explain. Just come. And Jimmy, come alone. The line went dead. Marcus could see something was wrong. Don't go, mate. This smells like trouble. But I was desperate. 6 months of losses. 6 months of hoping Vincent would make it right. This felt like my last chance. I jumped in a motorbike taxi and raced to 3rd Road. 40 baht fare. The driver weaved through traffic like we were being chased. The office building looked different at night. Most floors were dark. Only a few windows glowed with fluorescent light. I took the elevator to the 7th floor. The hallway was empty except for the sound of my footsteps echoing off tile floors. Vincent was waiting in the same room where I'd first signaled the investment papers. But he wasn't alone. 3 men in expensive suits. Thai, but something felt off about them. Too polished. Too serious. They looked like government officials or police. Jimmy, good you came, Vincent said, but his smile was forced. These gentlemen want to ask you some questions about the fish business. My blood turned to ice. Sit down, Mr. Jimmy, the oldest man said in perfect English. We are from Special Investigation Unit. We have been watching your activities for several months. They spread photographs across the table. Images I'd never seen before. Me handing cash to Vincent at Bangkok Bank. Me visiting the fish farm at night. Me meeting with the fisheries department officials. Me at the underground casino behind Soy Bacao. You have been very busy, the man continued. Illegal investment in aquaculture. Unlicensed business operations. Gambling at prohibited establishments. Visa violations. I looked at Vincent. He wouldn't meet my eyes. Vincent, what's going on? Tell him this is just a misunderstanding. Vincent finally looked up. His face was different. Cold. Like he was looking at a stranger. I'm sorry, Jimmy. They made me a deal. I cooperate. I go free. You're the foreign investor. You're responsible. The betrayal hit like a sledgehammer. Everything clicked into place. The smooth talking, the fancy car, the expensive clothes. Vincent wasn't a businessman. He was a con artist, a very good one. And I was the mark. Mr. Jimmy, you are under arrest for money laundering, illegal business operations, and conspiracy to defraud the Thai government. They didn't even use handcuffs, just escorted me to a waiting van in the parking garage. Vincent stayed behind, probably to collect his reward for turning me in. As the van pulled away, I saw him through the window, lighting a cigarette, checking his gold Rolex, already thinking about his next victim. I was completely and utterly fucked. Pattaya Police Station Detention Center. This is where foreigners disappear into the system. No fancy tourist police here. No smiling faces or helpful translations. Just concrete, steel, bars, and the crushing weight of Thai bureaucracy. They processed me like livestock. Fingerprints, ink stained by hands for weeks. Mugshots, front and side profile. Strip search, looking for hidden money or drugs. Inventory of personal items. My phone, wallet, and passport disappeared into plastic bags. The interrogation room had flickering fluorescent lights that made everything look like a horror movie. Steel table, plastic chairs, no windows. The questions came in waves. What is your relationship with Vincent Chen? How much money did you invest? Did you know the fish farm was unlicensed? Are you working with Chinese organized crime? Do you have connections to Russian money laundering? That last question confused me. Russians? I don't know any Russians. They showed me more photographs. Vincent at restaurants with men who looked Eastern European. Vincent at a marina with Chinese businessmen. Vincent in Bangkok at meetings I was never invited to. Your partner Vincent has been under surveillance for 18 months, the detective explained. He recruits naive foreigners to front money laundering operations. You are number 7 this year. Number 7. I wasn't special. I wasn't unlucky. I was just another stupid farang who thought he was smarter than the system. They had everything. Bank records showing suspicious cash deposits, photos of me at illegal gambling establishments, documents with my forged signature on aquaculture permits, video surveillance from the fish farm showing me inspecting breeding operations. But here's the kicker. Some of the evidence was fake. They showed me a video of myself supposedly meeting with Chinese smugglers at a Pattaya restaurant. Except I'd never been to that restaurant, never met those people. This isn't me, I protested. This has to be edited or something. The detective smiled coldly. Mr. Jimmy, in Thailand, evidence is evidence. You want to argue with a video camera? I realized I wasn't just being arrested. I was being framed. Vincent hadn't just stolen my money. He'd used my identity to create a paper trail for something much bigger. Money laundering, drug smuggling, international conspiracy. And now I was holding the bag for it all. Pattaya Police Station Jail. Not the tourist-friendly holding cells you see in movies. This was the real deal. 20 men crammed into a space meant for 8. Concrete floor. Single toilet in the corner with no privacy. The smell of sweat, fear, and human waste that never goes away. 2 crying Germans who'd been caught with cocaine at a club. A Nigerian guy who kept muttering about visa problems. An Australian who claimed he was innocent of whatever they'd accused him of. And me, the idiot who'd invested his life savings in a fish farm that never existed. I lay on concrete with my back against steel bars and cried for the first time since I was a child. A Thai inmate took pity on me and shared his pack of cheap cigarettes. "Farang in trouble, always, same," he said in broken English. "Think Thailand easy money. Thailand eat Farang money, spit out Farang bone." Truer words were never spoken. A guard named Nai Lek enjoyed taunting the foreign prisoners. Every morning, he'd wave Thai newspapers through the bars and laugh at our reactions. Most days, we couldn't read the headlines anyway, but this morning was different. He thrust a copy of Pattaya Daily News against the bars. Front page, full-color photos. International crime ring busted. 12 arrests, including foreign nationals. There was Vincent in handcuffs being led into a police van. There were the Chinese and Russian men from the surveillance photos. And there, in the bottom corner, was my mugshot with the caption, "British national arrested." The article was in Thai, but one of the other prisoners translated. "Police smash major money laundering operation. Fake aquaculture businesses used to move illegal funds. Foreign nationals recruited as fronts for Chinese organized crime. Estimated 50 million baht laundered through Pattaya businesses over 2 years. 50 million baht. And they thought I was part of it. The article mentioned that the main foreign suspect faces up to 20 years in prison for conspiracy and money laundering. 20 years in Thai prison. I couldn't breathe. Couldn't think. The cell started spinning around me. "Hey, Farang," Nailek laughed through the bars. "You famous now. Maybe your family see you on TV." That's when it hit me. This wasn't going away with a fine and deportation. This was serious prison time. I was caught in the middle of something much bigger than my stupid fish farm investment. And Thai justice doesn't care about your sob story. August 25, 2024. Meeting with the prosecutor. They moved me to a small conference room to meet with a public prosecutor. A serious woman in her 50s who spoke excellent English and looked at me like I was something unpleasant on her shoe. "Mr. Jimmy, you have 2 choices," she said, reading from a file thicker than a phone book. "Option 1, plead guilty to all charges, money laundering, conspiracy, illegal business operations, 20 years in Thai prison." My mouth went dry. "What's option 2? Option 2, pay restitution of 100,000 baht plus court costs. Plead guilty to lesser charges. Receive deportation and 10-year ban from Thailand." 800,000 baht, nearly 20,000 pounds. Money I didn't have. Money I'd never had. "I don't have that kind of money," I whispered. She shrugged. "Then you go to prison. Very simple." "But I was the victim here. Vincent stole my money. He used me." "Mr. Jimmy, in Thai law, ignorance is not defense. You signed documents. You invested money. You participated in illegal activities. Your intentions don't matter." She showed me more evidence. Bank transfers I'd authorized. Contracts with my signature. Photos of me at meetings I barely remembered. "You have 1 week to arrange payment. After that, we proceed to trial." 1 week to find 800,000 baht or spend the next 20 years in hell. They allowed me 1 phone call per day from the detention center. 5 minutes maximum. International calls cost 200 baht per minute that I didn't have. Other prisoners shared their phone credits out of pity. Calling my parents was the hardest thing I've ever done. "Mom, I need help. I'm in serious trouble in Thailand." "What kind of trouble, Jimmy? Are you hurt?" How do you explain to your working class parents that their son got conned out of his life savings and is now facing 20 years for money laundering? I made some bad investments, got mixed up with the wrong people. I need to borrow money or I'm going to prison. The silence stretched forever. How much money, Jimmy? 20,000 pounds. Another long silence. Then my dad's voice in the background. Tell him we don't have that kind of money. Tell him he made his bed. My mom started crying. Jimmy, we mortgaged the house to help your sister through university. We don't have anything left. Maybe we can borrow a few thousand. It's not enough, Mom. I need the full amount or they won't deal. What about your friends, other family? I'd already called everyone. University friends working entry-level jobs, cousins who barely knew me, an uncle who hung up when he heard Thailand and prison in the same sentence. Nobody had that kind of money, and honestly, nobody wanted to risk it on someone stupid enough to get scammed by a fish farm in Pattaya. By pure luck, I remembered something. 6 months earlier, when I was flush with cash and feeling generous, I'd bought gold jewelry from a Thai woman named Nim, who ran a small shop on Soy Macau. Not romantic, just business. She'd helped me with visa paperwork and I'd paid her in gold as a thank you. 2 chains and a bracelet. About 150,000 baht worth at that time. I convinced another prisoner to call her shop. Nim, this is Jimmy, the Farang who bought you gold jewelry. I'm in police detention. I need help. Long pause. Jimmy, what happened to you? I need to sell the gold back. Emergency. Can you help me? Another pause. Then, gold price go up, now worth maybe 200,000 baht. But if you in jail, very difficult. Maybe I lose money. Please, Nim, I'm desperate. You can keep 50,000 baht for yourself. Just bring me 150,000 in cash. This is very dangerous for me. Police ask questions, I have big problem. I'll sign anything you want, official papers, just please help me. She agreed to think about it. 3 days later, she came to the detention letter with a bag full of cash and a story about buying back jewelry for a family friend in trouble. First miracle, 150,000 baht. Still needed another 650,000 baht. Might as well have been 65 million. But I'd learned something about Thai bureaucracy. Everything is negotiable if you know the right people. Through other prisoners, I found out about a lawyer who specialized in difficult cases involving foreigners. His fee was 100,000 baht just for consultation. Your case is very bad, he said after reviewing the files, but not impossible. I know this prosecutor. She wants to close cases quickly. Maybe we make deal for less money. How much less? Maybe 400,000 baht total. But you must plead guilty to something. Cannot walk away clean. Still more money than I had, but at least possible. He gave me a list of pawn shops and gold dealers who might give loans against future deportation assistance. Basically, I'd sign over any money sent from family in exchange for immediate cash. Over the next week, I signed away everything. Loan against my UK bank account, 30,000 baht. Advance on my final teaching salary, 25,000 baht. Pawn my passport as collateral for 50,000 baht loan. Promise to repay 200,000 baht to a loan shark at 10% monthly interest. The math didn't work, but I was drowning, grabbing any rope thrown my way. By September 1st, I had 385,000 baht in cash. Not enough for the original demand, but enough for the lawyer to work with. She'll take 350,000 baht plus court costs, the lawyer announced after a morning of negotiations. You plead guilty to illegal business investment and visa violations. No money laundering charges. No conspiracy, just stupidity. How much prison time? 6 months suspended sentence. Immediate deportation. 15-year ban from Thailand. 6 months suspended means no actual prison time if I left immediately. It wasn't freedom, but it wasn't 20 years in hell either. I took the deal. Right now, July 15, 2025, 2:47 a.m. And that brings me to tonight. Sitting in this internet cafe, typing this story while the clock ticks down to my deportation hearing in 5 days. I've got my plane ticket, one way to London, paid for with the last scraps of money I could borrow. The lawyer says the deal is solid, but nothing in Thailand is certain until you're actually on the plane. The worst part? I still owe that loan shark 200,000 baht at 10% monthly interest. That debt follows me home. He's got connections in the UK. Already sent me photos of my parents' house in Brighton. So even if I make it out of Thailand, I'm not free. I'll be paying for this nightmare for years. My teaching job is gone. My visa is burned. My reputation in the expat community is destroyed. And I'm about to fly home with nothing but crushing debts and a story nobody will believe. But I had to write this down. I had to warn someone. Because right now, at this very moment, there's another naive 20-something getting off a plane at Suvarnabhumi airport with dreams in their eyes and money in their pocket. And somewhere in Pattaya, Vincent Chen is already scouting his next mark. The cycle continues. If you're reading this and you're living the expat dream, be careful. Paradise has snakes, and they're very, very good at what they do. If you're planning to become an expat, do it. But do it smart. Trust nobody completely. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. And if you're already in trouble somewhere, don't wait. Cut your losses. Get out while you still can. Because once the trap snaps shut, there's no going back. This is Jimmy from Brighton. Currently in Pattaya, but not much longer. I can hear the police sirens in the distance. Don't know if they're coming for me or someone else. But I'm signing off now. Stay safe out there. And remember, in Thailand, like everywhere else, the house always wins.